Hello everyone. In this video, let's discuss how to reverse an integer value. Given a signed 32-bit integer x, return x with its digits reversed. If reversing x causes the value to go outside the signed 32-bit integer range, that is minus 2 power 31 to plus 2 power 31, then return 0. Okay, if the value of the integer given is not in the range of minus 2 power 31 to plus 2 power 31, I have to return the value called 0. That is what they have given here. Let's take the input 1. So here the value of x is 123. I have to return the output as 321 because reversing 123 results the value 321. Let's go for second example. Here the value of x is minus 123. If I reverse this value, the output is minus 321. Let's go for third example. Here 120 is the given input. If I reverse this, I have to get the output value as 21 because 0 is not considered. So the output is 21. Okay. Now let's try to discuss the logic in detail. Okay. So let's take the input value as 123. So here 3 is in the ones term, 2 is in the tens term, and 1 is in the hundreds term. Okay, so here the logic is very simple. First, I'll be extracting the digit called 3. Okay, I'll get the 3. So after extracting the digit 3, I'll be keeping it in our ones term. I'll be keeping it on the ones term, and then I'll remove the digit called 3. Done. Now the input is having only 12. So I'll be extracting the digit called 2. So when I extract the digit called 2, this 3 will be moved from ones term to tens term, and the extracted digit 2 will be given to the ones term. Done. And then I'll be removing 2. After that, I'll be extracting the digit called 1. When I'm extracting the digit called 1, this 3 from tens term will be moved to hundreds term, and this 2 from ones term it will be moved to tens term, and the newly extracted digit 1 will be given to the ones term. So the input value 123 becomes 321. This is the logic behind this. Now let's discuss the logic in detail. Okay, so I'll be taking a method. So here I'll give the method as public in reverse. So I have passed an integer value int x. Got it. So here first what I have to do, I have to declare a variable. So in that variable only I am going to store the value. I'll be taking the data type as long. I'll take result is equal to 0. Initially, why am I giving the result value as 0? I'll tell you, because the first extracted digit is considered to be the ones term. Okay, that is why I'll be keeping it as 0. Now I'll be taking a loop. I'll be checking while the input value x is not equal to 0. The input value x is not equal to 0. If the input value x is not equal to 0, okay, what I have to do? First, extract the last digit. Extract last digit. So how can I extract last digit? I'll be taking a variable called remainder. In remainder equal to, so let's not give the data type. Okay. So how can I extract the last digit? Remainder equal to the input value x modulus 10. This will be extracting the last digit. Okay. After extracting the last digit, what should I do? Here I have to take that particular value, and that should be stored in the ones term. That should be stored in the ones term. So I have taken a variable called result. Okay. So let's take a variable called result. In this result, the extracted term 3 will be stored in the ones term. For that, what I will be doing is, and then the value has to be stored back to the result itself. So result is equal to, I'll give result into 10 plus remainder. Now you would have got the understanding why I have initialized the value of result into 0, because the first term which I am extracting, that should be the ones term. So anything into 10, so anything into 0, I'll get the value 0 only. And then extracted digit remainder value, that will be the ones term. That is why I have initialized the value of result as 0. But in the second case, when I am trying to move a number from ones term to tens term, I have to multiply by 10. Now from tens term to hundreds term, I have to multiply by 10. So that is why I am multiplying here by 10. But initially, it should be the ones term. That is why the result value I have given as 0. So 0 into 10, that is 0 plus remainder. The remainder value is 3. So the value stored in the result is 3. The value stored in the result is 3. Now from 123, what I have to do? I have to remove this value 3. So how can I remove this value? The value is stored in the variable called x. So x is equal to x divided by 10. So 123 divided by 10, my quotient value is 12. Now x value becomes 12. Now x value becomes 12. So we have removed this 3. Now x not equal to 0, x is not equal to 0. X is not equal to 0. I have to extract the last term. So 12 modulus 10, my value is 2. So I have got the value called 2. Now what I am going to do, result equal result into 10 plus remainder. Why I am multiplying the result value by 10 in the sense, this 3 has to be moved to 10's term. So the result value is 3. 3 into 10, 30. Okay, plus remainder value. What is the remainder value? 2. 30 plus 2, 32, which means this 3, from here it is moved to 10's term and 2 will be kept in the 1's term. And 2 will be kept in the 1's term. So it becomes 32. Now I have to remove the digit 2 from the input value. X equal to x by 10. 12 divided by 10, the value of x becomes 1 because 12 divided by 10, the quotient value is 1. Now I will go for next iteration. 1 not equal to 0. Yes, condition is true. If the condition is true, what I have to do? I have to extract the digit from the x. 1 modulus 10, my remainder is 1. Fine. So that will be stored in the variable called remainder. Now result into 10. My result value is 32. 32 into 10, the value is 320, which means this 3 from 10's term moves to 100's term. This 2 from 1's term moves to 10's term. So 320 plus remainder. My remainder value is 1. So this 3 will be moved to 100's term. This 2 will be moved to 1's term. And plus 1, that remainder 320 plus 1, 321. Now x equal to x by 10. X value is 1. 1 divided by 10. My value of x becomes 0. That's all. I'll go for next iteration of my loop. X not equal to 0. Actually x is equal to 0. So I'll come out of the loop. After coming out of the loop, I have to check one condition. What is the condition I have to check is, if the value of the reversed value is greater than 2 power 31 or less than minus 2 power 31, I have to return 0, right? So for that I have to give the condition, which is if the result is greater than 2 power 31 or the result value is less than minus 2 power 31, what I have to do? I have to return 0. I have to return 0. Okay? If it is not such cases, directly I can return the value called result from this particular method. That's it. This is the logic of the program. I have written the kind of pseudocode, not one particular language. So now let's try to implement it as a program. So here I am going to take a variable called result. Okay, I am going to give a database long because minus 2 power 31 to plus 2 power 31. So I will initialize a value called 0. Now I will be taking a loop while x is not equal to 0. If x is not equal to 0, the first thing I have to do is I have to extract the digit. So int remainder equal to x modulus 10. After this, I have to store it in the result, right? So result into 10 plus remainder. Done. After that, I have to remove the last digit. So x equal to x divided by 10. Done with this. After this, I have to check one condition, which is nothing but if the result value is greater than 2 power 31. So for that, what I can give is I can give a condition saying that if the result is greater than maximum value of integer, right? For that we can give integer dot max value, or the result value, I have to give or logical or, okay. If the result value is less than integer dot minimum value, integer dot min underscore value. If it satisfies any one of the cases, what I have to do? I have to return 0 because it is given in the question. Then finally what I have to do? I have to return the integer value, convert into an integer because we have stored the output in the variable called long. So I am converting into integer and I am returning the value. Let's run the code now. Okay, it passes test cases. Let's submit the code. Yes, it passes all the test cases. That's all.